The Trojan War, a tale of love, betrayal and bloodshed, has captivated audiences for millennia. This epic clash between Greeks and Trojans, immortalized in Homer's Iliad, transcends a mere historical event. It delves into the depths of human emotion, morality and the fickle hand of fate. Was the Trojan War a historical reality or a figment of poetic imagination? The answer, it seems, lies somewhere in between. For centuries, the existence of Troy was considered a myth. Ancient poets and playwrights used the story to explore universal themes, yet concrete evidence remained elusive. Then, in the 19th century, amateur archaeologist Heinrich Schliemann, fueled by a childhood fascination with Homer's epics, set out to find the legendary city. Schliemann's excavations at Hisarlik, Turkey, unearthed a series of ancient settlements, one layered upon another like pages in a history book. Among these ruins, he believed he had found the remains of Troy, complete with fortifications, palaces, and evidence of a catastrophic fire. While later scholarship would prove some of Schliemann's methods flawed and his conclusions premature, his discoveries reignited interest in the historicity of the Trojan War. Today, archaeological evidence, coupled with ancient texts and inscriptions, suggests that a conflict did indeed occur at Troy, likely around the 13th or 12th century BCE. Whether this conflict was the grand siege depicted in Homer's epic or a more localized struggle remains a subject of debate. Nevertheless, the enduring power of the Trojan War lies not merely in its potential historicity, but in its exploration of timeless human experiences. At the heart of the Trojan War lies a seemingly trivial event with earth-shattering consequences: the Judgment of Paris. This mythical beauty contest, recounted in ancient Greek poetry, ignited the flames of war and set in motion a chain of events that would forever alter the course of history. The story begins with the divine wedding feast, rudely interrupted by Eris, the goddess of discord. Enraged at being excluded, Eris tossed a golden apple inscribed to the fairest amongst the goddesses, sparking a jealous rivalry between Hera, Athena, and Aphrodite. Zeus, eager to avoid a divine brawl, appointed the Trojan prince Paris as the judge. Each goddess offered Paris a bribe. Hera promised him power, Athena offered wisdom, but it was Aphrodite's promise of Helen, the most beautiful woman in the world, that swayed Paris's judgment. Little did he know Helen was already married to Menelaus, the king of Sparta. Paris's decision to award the apple to Aphrodite had unintended consequences. His abduction of Helen, fueled by Aphrodite's influence, ignited a conflict that would engulf two civilizations. The Greeks, bound by honor and oaths, rallied behind Menelaus, launching 1,000 ships to reclaim Helen and avenge their wounded pride. The Judgment of Paris serves as a potent reminder of the interconnectedness of seemingly insignificant choices and their far-reaching consequences. It highlights the allure of desire and the intoxicating power of beauty, even when pursued at a terrible cost. This mythical event, whether rooted in historical fact or not, provides a compelling narrative framework for understanding the motivations and justifications behind the Trojan War. The Trojan War, as depicted in Homer's Iliad, is a stage upon which larger-than-life heroes clash amidst a backdrop of epic battles and divine intervention. Yet, within these tales of extraordinary strength and courage lies a cautionary message about the dangers of pride and the fine line between heroism and hubris. Achilles, the swift-footed warrior of the Greeks, embodies both the glory and the tragedy of heroic ambition. His wrath, ignited by the death of his beloved Patroclus, fuels his relentless pursuit of vengeance against Hector, Troy's champion. Achilles' prowess in battle is unparalleled. His rage almost godlike, yet his single-minded pursuit of personal glory blinds him to the greater good. Hector, in contrast to Achilles, embodies a more human form of heroism. Driven by duty and love for his family and city, he fights with skill and courage, knowing that Troy's fate rests on his shoulders. Even in the face of Achilles' overwhelming strength, Hector displays remarkable bravery, ultimately meeting his end with dignity and acceptance. The contrast between Achilles and Hector highlights the complexities of heroism in times of war. While both men possess extraordinary abilities and unwavering courage, their motivations and ultimate fates reveal the seductive nature of pride and the devastating consequences of unchecked ambition. Throughout the Iliad, the shadow of fate looms large, shaping the lives and destinies of mortals and immortals alike. From the war's very inception to its tragic conclusion, the characters are caught in a web spun by unseen forces, their choices seemingly preordained. The gods themselves, despite their immortality and immense power, are not immune to the dictates of fate. Zeus, the king of the gods, is often depicted as a reluctant participant in the Trojan War, bound by prophecies and ancient oaths that dictate the conflict's outcome. Even his attempts to intervene on behalf of his favored heroes are often met with resistance or ultimately prove futile. The human characters, caught in this cosmic drama, struggle against their predetermined fates, often to their detriment. Hector, knowing he is destined to die at Achilles' hand, chooses to face his fate head-on, driven by honor and a sense of duty to his city. His tragic end, while heroic, underscores the often cruel indifference of fate. The theme of fate in the Iliad raises profound questions about free will and the extent to which individuals can shape their own destinies. Are we masters of our own choices? Or are we merely pawns in a larger game, our lives preordained by forces beyond our control? The poem offers no easy answers, leaving readers to grapple with these enduring philosophical questions. The fall of Troy, a pivotal moment in Western literature and history, hinges on an act of audacious deception, the Trojan Horse. This seemingly innocuous offering, a symbol of peace and surrender, concealed within its wooden belly a force that would bring about Troy's downfall. Was the Trojan Horse a stroke of military genius, or a desperate gamble born of frustration and fatigue? After 10 long years of siege warfare, the Greeks, weary and seemingly no closer to victory, devised a cunning plan. Under the guidance of Odysseus, renowned for his strategic mind, they constructed a massive wooden horse, leaving it at the gates of Troy as a supposed offering to the goddess Athena. The Greeks then pretended to sail away, leaving behind a single spy, Sinon, to convince the Trojans of their sincerity. Sinon, through a clever blend of lies and half-truths, persuaded the Trojans that the horse was a gift intended to appease Athena and ensure their city's protection. Overjoyed at their apparent victory, the Trojans, against the warnings of Cassandra and Laocoon, dragged the horse within their walls, sealing their own fate. The Trojan horse stands as a testament to the power of strategic thinking and the importance of deception in warfare. It serves as a reminder that even the most impregnable of defenses can be breached through cunning and the exploitation of an enemy's weaknesses. However, the Greeks' victory, achieved through deceit and subterfuge, raises moral questions about the true cost of war and the lengths to which desperation can drive even the most civilized of societies. Section 6. Unearthing Troy, Archaeology meets Mythology. The Trojan War, long relegated to the realm of myth and legend, took a dramatic turn towards historical plausibility with the archaeological discoveries at Hisarlik in the late 19th century. Heinrich Schliemann's excavations, though often criticized for their lack of scientific rigor, ignited a flurry of interest in the historicity of Troy and its connection to the epic tales of Homer. Schliemann's initial findings, while exciting, were later challenged by more meticulous archaeological investigations. The site at Hisarlik, it turned out, contained not one but multiple layers of ancient settlements, each representing a different period of habitation. The layer that Schliemann attributed to the Trojan War period, Troy Satha, was later dated to a period slightly earlier than initially believed. Despite these discrepancies, archaeological evidence from Hisarlik and other sites in the region paints a compelling picture of a Bronze Age civilization that flourished in northwestern Anatolia. The discovery of fortifications, weapons, and evidence of fire destruction suggests that conflict was not uncommon in the region, lending credence to the notion that a historical conflict may have inspired the legends of the Trojan War. While archaeology may never definitively prove or disprove the events of the Trojan War as described by Homer, it has provided valuable context for understanding the material, culture, and social structures of the time. The excavations at Hisarlik and ongoing research in the region continue to shed light on this fascinating period of history, blurring the lines between myth and reality and enriching our understanding of the world that gave birth to these enduring tales. Section 7. The human cost of war echoes through time. Beyond the epic battles and heroic feats, the Trojan War at its core is a story about the devastating human cost of conflict. Homer's Iliad does not shy away from depicting the brutality and senselessness of war, showcasing the profound suffering inflicted upon both victor and vanquished. The battlefield becomes a stage for unimaginable loss and grief. Achilles' grief over Patroclus drives him to acts of unspeakable cruelty, while Hector's death leaves his family and city in utter despair. Women are widowed, children orphaned, and entire communities shattered in the wake of relentless violence. Even the gods, who orchestrate and manipulate the events of the war from afar, are not immune to the emotional toll it takes. Thetis, Achilles' mother, weeps for her son's fate, knowing his pursuit of glory will be his undoing. Zeus himself expresses sorrow over the destruction wrought upon both Greeks and Trojans, lamenting the fickle hand he is bound to play. The Trojan War serves as a timeless reminder of the cyclical nature of violence and the enduring human cost of conflict. It compels us to look beyond the romanticized narratives of heroism and glory, forcing us to confront the raw, visceral realities of war and its devastating impact on individuals, families, and entire civilizations. Section 8. The Trojan War, a timeless tale. The Trojan War, a tale passed down through generations, continues to resonate with audiences millennia after it was first recounted. Its enduring appeal lies not only in its captivating narrative, but also in its exploration of universal themes that transcend time and culture. Love, betrayal, revenge, duty, honor, fate. These are not merely plot devices, but fundamental aspects of the human condition that resonate with readers across centuries and continents. The characters of the Iliad, both mortal and immortal, grapple with these same emotions and dilemmas, reminding us that despite the vast gulf of time, we are bound to these ancient stories through shared experiences and the timeless nature of human nature. The Trojan War also offers a lens through which to examine our own relationship with conflict. As long as human societies engage in warfare, the stories of Troy will hold a mirror to our own actions, forcing us to confront the moral complexities and devastating consequences of our choices. The Iliad and the broader mythology surrounding the Trojan War provide a rich tapestry upon which we can weave our own interpretations and draw our own conclusions. These stories challenge us to contemplate the nature of heroism, the limits of ambition, and the enduring power of fate. They remind us that even in the midst of chaos and destruction, there is beauty in resilience, dignity in defeat, and enduring hope in the face of overwhelming odds. Section 9. Beyond the battlefield, the legacy of Troy. The Trojan War, a conflict etched in the annals of Western consciousness, has left an indelible mark on our culture, influencing art, literature, and our understanding of the ancient world. Its legacy extends far beyond the battlefield, permeating our language, our values, and our collective imagination. From ancient Greek tragedies to Renaissance paintings, Shakespearean plays to Hollywood films, the story of Troy has been retold and reinterpreted countless times, each iteration reflecting the cultural values and anxieties of its time. The Trojan Horse, a symbol of cunning strategy and the perils of blind trust, has become a ubiquitous metaphor in fields as diverse as military history, cybersecurity, and even marketing. The archaeological discoveries at Hisarlik, while not providing conclusive proof of the Trojan War's historicity, have nonetheless enriched our understanding of the Bronze Age world and sparked a passion for classical antiquity that continues to inspire scholars and enthusiasts alike. The search for Troy, both literal and metaphorical, has pushed the boundaries of archaeological investigation and fueled our fascination with the ancient world. The Trojan War, whether rooted in historical fact or the product of myth and imagination, continues to captivate and inspire us. Its enduring legacy lies not only in the ruins of a once great city, but also in the timeless stories that have sprung from its ashes. As long as humans grapple with questions of love, loss, war, and fate, the echoes of Troy will continue to resonate through the corridors of time.